All right, folks, welcome back into Notre Dame Prep, where tonight your Notre Dame Prep Fighting Irish take on the Walled Lake Northern Knights. This is the second Walled Lake matchup of the week for the Irish on Monday. They battled against Walled Lake Western, falling in a back-and-forth battle, 44-50. That game also saw Notre Dame's own senior Drake Roa dropping a double-double with 32 points and 12 rebounds. And the only head-to-head game between these two teams was between Walled Lake Western. Walled Lake Northern fell in that one 32-45. A 13-point margin. Notre Dame fell 44-50. Only a 6-point margin. So if that has any indication and the stats hold up, we're in for a good one here at Notre Dame Prep. I'm Augie Villoan here, taking you away as we get set for tip-off. Tipping off for the Irish, senior Lucas Catula. For the Knights, 22, Jack Cooper. We are about to get underway. That one back to Roa by Catula. Possession going to start with the Irish. Northern coming out in a 2-3 zone look. That's to the corner. Stowe into the paint for Catula. Catula with the layup. So Catula, after having two somewhat slow games in his opinion, open to scoring for the Irish. That's handled by McHenry. Now over to Cooper on the near elbow. That is Cummings, who drops that into the paint for Jones. Back out to Cummings. Back into the paint. Jones underneath. Looking, pivots, near elbow. That three up from McHenry. That's off, loose in the paint. Handled by Sedlock as the Walled Lake Northern resets. Passes that one off to Jones, but he misses the layup. As Roa over on the far elbow to Catula, back up top to Roa. Near elbow, now into the corner. Stowe. Up top, Roa cutting in. Thought about shooting it, passed out to Liparoto to the corner. Stowe. Thought about shooting it, jumped and lost it. But a foul called on the Irish. So Sam Stowe misfires there, so ball gonna go to the Knights. That's being brought in by McHenry. Now into the corner, that's Cummings. And foul on Fernandez. He's had some foul trouble lately. Getting in some dangerous territory in the last two games we have covered with 4 fouls and 4 fouls, so got to be careful here as he takes one early. It's 2 fouls already. McHenry throws it in to Jones. Out to Sedlock. Now McHenry sweeps into the corner. Handled by Cummings. Guarded by Catula. Stops into the corner. Cooper works his way under, spinning. Nothing going. And the layup. Mid-range layup there from Cooper. Evening the score at 2 as Liparoto sends it to the near elbow for Roa. Roa at the far elbow. Now in the corner. Stowe foul. That foul called on number 23, Brandon Jones, against Drake Roa, who's working his way in there. Stowe now throwing it in for the Irish. Throws that one over. Liparoto in the corner. Near elbow for Catula. Now the far elbow. Roa back over to Catula. Catula puts up a 3. Knocks that one down. The 3-pointer from Lucas Catula. All 5 points so far. It's out to Cooper. Cooper handles it at the top. Now into the far elbow. Up top, McHenry. Down to the near elbow, working his way in is Cooper. Cooper with the layup. So both Catula and Cooper, the lone scorers so far today. Catula with 5, Cooper with 4. That's sent across to Roa, now in the middle. Roa now handling at the far elbow. Roa looking for his options. Into the corner, Stowe. Stowe cuts in. Has that one taken away by Sedlock. Now slows it down. Sedlock up ahead to McHenry. Looking into the paint for Cummings, picked off by Fernandez as here come the Irish. Stowe puts up a three. Off the rim, rebound loose, handled by Cooper. Sent up ahead to McHenry. Now puts on the brakes at the near elbow, to the far elbow for Cooper. McHenry cutting around. Sent to the far elbow for Jones. Up top. Now on the near elbow, Cooper. Guarded by Roa. Up top. McHenry now has it at the far elbow. Sweeping across. Knocked away by Liberoto. Now passes that one off, but handled by Jones, who now drops it off to McHenry. Irish defense standing tall so far here. It's flipped over. Cummings up top. Guarded by Fernandez. Now works his way in. Fernandez not letting anything pass, and Cooper has that one knocked away by Fernandez. However, recovering it.
Two guard.
Apologies. 5-6 the score. Cooper with 6. Catula with 5. That's now handled by Catula. Into the paint. Fernandez. Good vision there from Catula. Setting up fellow senior Adrian Fernandez for an easy layup. 7-6 with 4 minutes. Cooper handling it. Drops it off to McHenry. McHenry sweeping across the other way. Drops that one off. Cummings works his way around now into the paint. Euros. Travel. So good 1-2 defense coming there from Stowe and Catula, forcing a travel from Cummings.
Hey, two guard.
Irish going to take possession now, standing 7-6, 3:40 left. That's up top to Liberoto. Pick coming from Fernandez. We'll see if Liberoto uses it. Passes that one off to Catula. Catula works his way under. Travel. So Lucas Catula looking got a little antsy there on that play. Tried working his way under with 3:30 left. Knight's going to handle it now, trailing by 1. McHenry handles it. Nice hot pink shoes from McHenry. Stand out on the court, make him easy to recognize for me. Now that's in the paint. Cooper handles, falling down, fighting. Puts that over to Cummings, now up top, McHenry. McHenry works down the right side. Crosses into the paint, passes that out for Cummings. Cummings taken away by Catula. Catula works his way in. Fouled. So Catula shooting foul. That foul on Reese Cummings. And Lucas Catula sent to the free throw line. He's got 5 points already. First free throw is up. Hit every part of the rim except the inside. That first free throw unfortunately doesn't fall. Hit back, front, up, and then hit a side and out. So now the second free throw. That one up, and that one falls through. So now 2-point lead for the Irish. Rocco Wisniewski checking in, the junior. As that's sent into the paint for Cooper. Cooper on the far elbow. Up to the far elbow for McHenry. Now into the paint. Near corner, Cummings. Surveys. Up top to McHenry. Really good defense from the Irish so far today. Although McHenry works his way into the near elbow. Now into the corner, Cummings. In the paint for Cooper. Cooper, tall, commanding frame, looking for something, puts up a floater, no good. Rebound taken by the Irish. Here comes Ben Liberoto over to Roa. Roa stops, is fouled, and one does not go. So that's the second foul on Cummings today. Roa now heading to the free throw line. He had 32 points on Monday against Northern. That free throw rattles through. And if you're watching this wondering, hey, where can I find the highlights from the game on Monday where we saw Drake Roa drop 32. Well, you're in luck. We've got the full highlights on the NDP Athletics broadcasting channel, along with a short breaking down every single shot he made. As that second free throw off the back and handled by Cooper. So Rocco Wisniewski subs in for Adrian Fernandez as McHenry handles it up top. Now to the near elbow, that's Jones. Over to the far elbow, Cooper working in, dribbles off his foot, taken away by the Irish. Roa over, looking for Wisniewski on a give and go. However, knocked out of bounds there by Brandon Jones. Possession staying with the Irish down to 154. Stowe going to throw in here for the Irish. That's thrown out for Wisniewski. Stops, puts that shot up, no good. And handled by Sedlock for the Knights. Now down to the near sideline, near corner. Bridgman checks in, thought about shooting it, won't go. Sedlock now on the near elbow. Bridgman up top, guarded by Stowe. Out of the near far elbow, that's Jones. Sends it up top to Henry. McHenry. In the paint, Sedlock up top. Jones works his way in, stops. Looking for something as he lands that mid-range. Cutting the lead to 1. Roa now on the far corner. Smartly dodges and sends that one. Now Catula with a 3, no good. Handled by Sedlock. McHenry handles it. Up top, handled by Cooper, gives that back to McHenry, sweeping towards the near sideline, as that's now handed off. Sedlock working the same way. Over to McHenry, sweeping the opposite way. McHenry slips. Stepping back, works his way in, passes that one out to Cooper. Cooper steps away and lays that one in with the finger roll. Now, the Knights take the lead. That's sent way into the corner. Roa wide open, puts up a 3, no good. Rebound loose. Wisniewski with it, as Wisniewski lays that one in. First points of the day for the junior. Also a regional champion in boys varsity tennis. Had the privilege of playing with him in the fall. McHenry sweeping across, sends that over. Sedwood. That's sent up. Bridgman pumps, gets Stowe to bite. That one bobbles, and that will take us to the end of the first with your Notre Dame Prep Fighting Irish leading by 1. I'm Augie Villawan, here with NDP Athletics Broadcasting. So far, lead scorers Lucas Catula with 6. Adrian Fernandez and Rocco Wisniewski each with 2, and Drake Roa pitching in with 1 of his own. For the Knights, Jack Cooper has 8, and Brandon Jones has 2. So hopefully my tablet doesn't die here. Had a charger misplacement, so currently running without a charger. It was not left at home. I loaned it to somebody at school who shall remain unnamed. They did not get it back to me, so we are running without a charger here. Computer down to 5%. Ideally, we can survive until the end of the first half. We'll plug that in for as long as we can. And hopefully give you guys a second half with 0 interruptions, obviously. Got to think on our feet here, so should something go wrong, we will just call an audible and give you guys the best broadcast possible without a live updating score. We'll try our best. Just promise to stay lenient with us. So McHenry handles it to start the second quarter. Knights trailing this one 11-10 as he swaps that one with Sedlock, who sweeps near side. Over to Bridgman, sweeping far side, working his way in. Now on the back door, Sedlock is fouled. So fouling there, Ben Liparotto. So Danny Sedlock here for the free throw. That one rattles out and around. Irish faithful doing their thing, making some noise. So just a trend I've been noticing, some of these Walled Lake Northern players seeming to trip a little bit more than average basketball player would on these floors. That second free throw rattles through, so we are all tied up at 11. Sedlock, first point of the day.
There it is. There it is.
Stowe and Liparoto trying to battle their way around this press. Roa puts up a three. That's no good. Rebound to Wisniewski, who lays that one in. Gets the rebound, puts it right back. 4 points on the day for the junior. Irish extend their lead. Although foul called on Curry. So Bridgman throwing in, trying to find Cooper, but Drake Roa playing some sticky defense there. As now that's in the corner back for Bridgman. Now into the paint, Cooper works his way and spins, taken away but fouled. That foul on Sam Stowe. Cooper heads to the free throw line. 7 minutes, 15 seconds left in the second. That first free throw rolls around and in. Cooper with his 9th point of the day. As Catula subs out Sam Stowe. Stowe up to 2 fouls on the day, so got to be careful there. Sharpshooter for the Irish. Got to keep him in the game for as long as you can. It's now Cooper's second free throw. Also in, so now we're all knotted up at 13. Cooper with 10. Tula with 6, who subbed in for Stowe. It's sent up ahead, Roa. Sent over. Catula was looking for Wisniewski there, misses that pass. It's McHenry, now loses handle of that one, handled by Curry. Curry spins, gets away from Bridgman down in the near corner. Liparoto thought about putting up the three down to the near far elbow. In the paint, Wisniewski gives that one over to Catula. Catula into the paint, Roa. Drake Roa completes that tic-tac-toe play, getting 3 points now. Now up top, Sedlock. Guarded by Liparoto. Now near elbow for Jones. Up top, McHenry. Now far elbow for Sedlock. Into the paint, Cooper. Spins, works under. That one no good. Gets his own rebound. Looking to do it all himself. That one rolls out as well. As that's knocked out of bounds by Catula. So looking like Jack Cooper trying to be the everyman for this Walled Lake Northern team. That one over for Brandon Jones. Jones guarded by Wisniewski. Puts up the mid-range. No good. Rebound taken by Cooper as he lays that one in. Back and forth game. We saw it against Walled Lake Western. Hopefully this one can go the Irish's way as Roa beats the press. Sends that into the corner for Catula. Over to Roa. Roa, layup no good. Cooper sends that one up to McHenry. McHenry in the corner. Bridgman thought about shooting it. That shot no good, taken by Wisniewski, so the Irish going to bring it the other way. 2 missed shots. Roa working his way under to Catula. Catula puts up that layup, no good. The Cooper sends that up ahead. McHenry now with it. Up top, working his way around. That one to the near elbow for Jones. Up top, Bridgman. McHenry works his way in, cuts, pass that one off to Cooper. Cooper posts up. No good. Loose up in the air. Cooper tapes the zone. As he lays that one in, and a foul. Wisniewski getting subbed out here for Fernandez. Roa subbed out for Shirley. That's the fourth foul of the second. We're down to 5 minutes left. Cooper, he's just been doing it all. For the Knights, that free throw is through. So 3-point play for the Knights is Cooper up to 15. Shirley going to throw in here for the Irish, looking to beat the press. 2-2-1 press here for Walled Lake, although not a super heavy press, as that one's beaten pretty quickly by the Irish. Liparoto walking that across and giving that to Shirley. He gives it right back. Liparoto now up top. Over near elbow for Catula, back up top. Far elbow down in the corner, Shirley. Far elbow for Corey. Near elbow for Liparoto, trying to look for Fernandez in the paint. Sends that one back, and now into the corner for Catula, near side corner into the paint. Fernandez working his way in, using the body, rolls out, gets the rebound, breaks off. So 2 missed shots there. McHenry now handles it for Walled Lake Northern. On the near elbow, Bridgman. Up top, now on the far elbow, into the paint. Jones works to Sedlock. Sedlock lays that one in. Wide open on the back door. 3rd point of the day, timeout taken by Notre Dame Prep. So the Irish back and forth early, but now getting into a little bit of foul trouble, along with starting to falter offensively. Gives a nice 5-point lead. So just going to be something they're going to need to look out for here. It's a trend we've seen in a lot of their games where they come out very hot to start and then start to slow down a little bit, start to falter. We'll see if they can beat the trends and continue the pressure, try to fight their way back into this game. Jack Cooper back in. He's the lead scorer for the Knights so far with 15. Catula leads the way for the Irish with 6. So we saw last game against Walled Lake Western, Roa doing the main scoring for the Irish. However, extra points pitching in from the rest of the team not as apparent. Now sort of the opposite. The Irish all getting points of their own, but not able to shut down Cooper here. We'll see if they can do that as they beat that press. Corey sends that one out to the near elbow for Catula. Now on the far elbow, into the paint. Fernandez working. Foul. So after some complaints with foul calls earlier on, Adrian Fernandez, he's got 2 points of his own so far, as there goes the computer. So folks, with 3 minutes and 51 seconds, we're getting live score updates from me. Have fun. So that free throw from Fernandez, no good. That one from Fernandez is through, though. 16-20 is your score. So McHenry handles it on the far elbow. Now up top, Bridgman. Near elbow for McHenry. Looking in the paint, has Cooper. Cooper cuts underneath. Working in, floats, no good. Or good, apologies. Now up to 17 points is Cooper. 16-22, the score with 3:24. That pass to Corey knocked away, but Shirley now battling with it. Timeout called by head coach Andy Durkin. Great call there. We're going to see if we can adjust my phone in a way that will have only the scoreboard, so that way the NFHS doesn't come and try to take all of my equipment. So folks, stick with us here. It's a bit of a buffering period. I've never done this before. I have a couple things that I could maybe use. So we're going to try to use all the resources readily available for us, as that is on the camera side, so that's not going to work. So we're just going to not, we can't touch the table, because if I do touch the table, I think this whole thing is going to fall. But right now you got the scoreboard, the time, And I'm not breaking any rules because I'm not focusing on the action. You get to see the back of the other coach's head and the corner. That's about it. So Liparoto now has it on the near elbow. Corey calls for a pick from Catula. Sends that one over to Liparoto. He's been more of an assister than a passer. He's got 33 assists, 29 points. More a passer than a scorer. That's up top, Liparoto. Into the paint, Catula. Laid up, but foul. See who that foul was on. That's going to be some shots for Lucas Catula. That foul on E.J. Milan. His first of the game. Your first free throw from Catula. Right through, gave that nice nothing but net sound, 17-22. As that's Catula's 7th point of the day. Something smells like McDonald's. Something around me smells like McDonald's, and that's bad for me. That second free throw. Rattles around and in. So now cutting the lead down to 4 are the Irish. Going to try to get a defensive stop here. Get a little bit of momentum. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're good. Jones handles it. Looking over. McHenry. Guarded by Corey. Up top to Bridgman. Bridgman out far elbow to Milan. Up top, McHenry now near corner. Into the paint. Cooper battling against Catula. Rolls. No good. Rebound. Loose. Jump ball. Gonna go to the Irish. So to stop the Irish we're looking for in the form of Christian Shirley jumping on that ball. Sedlock subbing out Bridgman. Sedlock with 3 points today. Oh no. Roa back to Liparoto. Now to Shirley. Back to Shirley. Now they get a cross. So beating up press, something that has been the Irish's kryptonite at the beginning of the season. There's a long three from Roa off the rim. Rebound taken. But a foul called. That foul called a push on Shirley. I don't know what that means, so my opinion is irrelevant in that matter. I can't touch. Oh, that's what it is. Milan here to the free throw line. That free throw, no good. Oh no. E.J. Milan hearing it from the student section. The free throw also rattles around, so rebound taken by the Irish. Down 4, Liparoto cutting. Pulls that out, looking for some extra help. Up top, gives that to the far elbow, now back up top. Liparoto handling it. As a pick from Catula. Not using it, now using it. Almost loses that one, but it's technically a pass onto the hand of Roa. Now into the corner for Shirley. Shirley into the paint, looking for Roa. Roa has it, uses it, looking to go down. That's a jump ball. That's going to go to the Knights. So Roa trying to corral that loose ball. Gives possession back to Walled Lake Northern. They lead by 4. Sedlock now with it, giving that to a sweeping Milan. Milan, McHenry. McHenry works his way in Euros, puts up a floater. Good. First points of the day for Nolan McHenry, lengthening the lead. As Irish beating that press with Sammy Curry. Curry goes underneath, foul. Good move by cutting Corey there. Foul on E.J. Milan. Corey goes to the free throw strip. Strip line works. 1:02. Irish trailing here. First free throw from Corey. Bricks out. Corey 9 points on the season. 25% shooting. in general. That's not just free throws. So second free throw here for Corey. Going to try to cut into this Knight lead. That one bricks off as well. Rebound taken by Sedlock.
Let's go,
McHenry works his way in. Pass that one up top. McHenry to Bridgman. Underneath. McHenry working. Foul. So shooting here is going to be Nolan McHenry. 47.7 seconds left. Irish going to need him to miss both of these, get the rebound, and try to get a scoring. That one goes through.
What are you looking at? Go motion. You're good. Yep. Doing great.
So McHenry, first free throw goes through, much to the disdain of the student section. That free throw doesn't. Lipperotto has 45 seconds to work with, being pressed here. Gets across. Sends that one over. Near elbow to Corey. Up top. Far elbow for Shirley. Over to Corey. Corey working. Gives it to Shirley. Now back up top. Lipperotto. Over to Corey on the near elbow. Up top. Lipperotto. Shirley. Back to Lipperotto. Back to Corey. Corey sweeping, looking for something on the inside. Gives that to Shirley. Now in the paint for Rowe. Rowe with a mid-range. Off the rim. Rebound. Off of Catula. So with 8.5 seconds left, Irish likely not going to get a shot here. Jack Cooper going to take it here for the Knights. Hands that one off to McHenry. McHenry with speed. Gives it to Jones, to Sedlock. In the corner, Bridgman for three. No good. Second effort, no good. So at the end of the first, we stand at 18-25 in favor of Walled Lake Northern. We'll be back in a couple minutes with the second half. I'm Augie Villawong.